I am Persephone. I was the goddess queen of the underworld, the wife of the god Hades. I was also the goddess of spring growth, who was worshipped alongside my mother Demeter. I was titled Kore, as the goddess of spring's bounty. When I was playing in a flowery meadow with my nymph companions, I was seized by Hades and carried off to the underworld as his bride. My mother Demeter despaired at my disappearance and searched for me throughout the world, accompanied by the goddess Hecate. When my mother learned that Zeus had conspired in my abduction, she was furious and refused to let the earth fruit until my return. Zeus consented, but because I had tasted the food of Hades, a handful of pomegranate seeds, I was forced to forever spend a part of the year with my husband in the underworld. My annual return to the earth in spring was marked by the flowering of the meadows and the sudden growth of the new grain. My return to the underworld in winter, conversely, saw the dying down of plants and the halting of growth. For 2/3 of every year, I would return to the land of the living, but for the remainder, I would stay in the world of the dead. When I ascended to earth, I and my mother rejoiced. Together, we showered the fields with rain and nurtured them with the sun. For mortals, my arrival came to herald the start of spring. But my descent always came too soon. Each time I returned to Hades, my mother mourned, and the earth grew cold, dark, and unyielding, ushering in the winter months. My transit marked the gradual turning of the seasons and the bittersweet compromise between life and death. Why do I like Persephone, the queen of the underworld and the goddess of spring? Persephone was one of the most fascinating goddesses because of her dual connections to both the light and dark aspects of life. She could give generously to those in need, bringing forth the growth of new life and fruitful vegetation. Yet she could just as easily harness the darkest and most occult powers of Greek mythology, conjuring up pain, madness, destruction, and death. She was also the loving daughter of Zeus and Demeter. She was close to her mother Demeter, and her closeness was unbeatable. She was the beloved wife of Hades. In my personal opinion, these prove that Persephone was not indeed hard to love because of the multiple accounts that her mother Demeter and her husband Hades are willing to fight for her just to be with her, which shows that she was always been surrounded by her loved ones.